Yes, hello everybody. This is Ray from Race United, and I'm back again today. Obviously, Ray Reacts Volume. It's not Volume 1. It's Volume 2, guys. Volume 2. Anyway, it's gonna be a great day, and I love it. Volume 2 or Part 2 of or Episode 2. It's all great, but it's gonna be a great day, and I love that. I love everything I deliver to you, and every news I give to you. Today, obviously, is one of those. It's gonna be a lot of reaction, a lot of things that have been said during the week, both propaganda and real news. So I'm going to make it extremely interesting for you guys. Remember that. I'm going to make it extremely interesting. I'm going to make it very, very palatable, meaning something that you can munch on. Do you know what I mean? It's going to be great, guys. It's going to be great. Obviously, today, my team got beat 6-3. Manchester United, we got beat 6-3. I'm not ashamed of that. We got beat, and that's it. Let me see if I can get my children to come and get me some of my Guinness drink because I need Guinness right now just to quench my thirst. Do you know what I mean? So I'm calling them. I'm calling them right now. They need to come. Anyway, guys, smash that like button if you've just joined. You know what to do. Smash the subscriber button. And listen, it's been great. It's been great. I can't complain about anything. Today, let's hope it surpasses last Friday, because I know you guys have been looking for some news and all of that, but it's gonna be great. Gabriel keeps giving. He's a giver and he keeps giving. Thank you so much, Gabriel. Listen, you're my guy. I'm gonna give shout outs very soon, but Gabriel always keeps giving. He's one of the best. Well, I wouldn't say the best, but he is the best member I've got, to be honest. He's always giving anything, everything, whatever he can to help the channel grow. And obviously, as you can see, we've hit 10,000 and our target is now 15,000. So let's make sure we head towards that. Let's not slow down. Let's keep going and going and going, guys. Let's keep going. J Dog is saying he can't stay for long. Obviously, he has to go for some driving lessons. Listen, first things first, you always have to do what you have to do, my guy. This video will always be here. You can watch it even after it's done. It's always fun to watch it live, of course, but if you can't, it's understandable, J Dog. And we love everybody. We love you being a member as well. It's all good. Today we had one new member. Obviously, I've forgotten his name. I think it's called Peter or so. Yesterday we had, or 2 days ago, we had another member offline. So all those members, guys, don't forget to join the members group. It's very important that you do that. I want the members group to grow so we can have like a members sort of phone call and all of that. On Messenger, but sorry, not Messenger, on Telegram. But if you are on Telegram, there is the all-inclusive one as well. It's also growing slowly. It has to grow. It has to grow very fast. It's very slow. But all of you, please just go there, join it, the Telegram group. You know, it's a very good group. You don't get spams because we don't accept spams over there. And obviously, it looks like people love the spamming groups where there's a lot of stupid messages going on, stupid exchanges. We don't do that on our Telegram group. We're very disciplined there. So just try and join it and enjoy whatever goes on there, guys. So today we're talking about a few things. And let me tell you, I've spoken with the core team. Yes, I have. Remember, I said the core team, representative of the core team, the core team. I've spoken with 2 people from the core team, but they're representatives of the core team. So I'll be releasing a video about what happened. I'm talking about people shouldn't misinterpret me. Let me just state it clearly again. There isn't going to be any interview. Now, this is what some people got it wrong, and they attacked me on Twitter. I never said I interviewed Elon Musk. Let's get it hands down. So there isn't going to be an interview of the core team. Remember that. This was a conversation that was had virtually, on the phone. And it was more like a Zoom call without, faces, because, they weren't sure if I was recording them or not. So they had to make sure. And me, I'm very smart with those things. I'm not going to record anybody if I haven't been given permission. I don't hide behind things to record people. I don't want clout for those things. It's up to you. If you want to believe me, fine. If you don't want to believe me, that's your cup of tea. But at the end of the day, whatever happens, happens. When you're in the public domain and things are going on, you get people, obviously, you get people calling you, wanting to know things, wanting to ask you things, wanting you to give out some information on their behalf without mentioning their names. It's very important. People do that all the time. when you work in a media, for instance, I'm not a journalist, I'm nowhere near a journalist, but the journalists, they do have their sources. If they reveal their sources, their career is done. Do you get what I'm saying? So I can't reveal any source. If you don't like it, you can go away. It doesn't matter for me or to me. So I'm never going to reveal any source. It's up to you to believe the information or not. You get what I'm saying? I'm not going to convince you as well. I would never convince anybody. I put out the content. If you like it, fine. If you don't like it, it's up to you. Do you get what I mean? But I've never got anything wrong. That's one thing. So if you don't know my channel, now you know. I don't get things wrong. Remember that. So that means I've earned my stripes. So when I tell you something, it's not based on conjecture. It's not based on some sort of prediction. It's not based on guts. It's based on facts. You get what I'm saying? It's based on people that are close to the action, or myself close to the action. You get what I'm saying? So anyway, yeah. So as I was saying, the information I've got, most of it are good. Some of them aren't that good. But the good news, most of them I'm going to put in a form of video, because people don't watch the long video when you do it. They can't watch everything. So if I do a 2-hour video, the average viewing time is normally 14, 15 minutes. So I've noticed that. But then again, when you're doing a show where people can call in, where you have to, interact with people, you can't do it for 30 minutes. Otherwise, I'd rather release a video for 30 minutes. You get what I'm saying? So there is that trade-off which has to happen. And the trade-off is, when you do a longer video, it's an interaction. And because it's an interaction, you can only say certain things in a recorded form, where you squeeze everything, constrict everything into a shorter form. And that's what most of you voted that you don't like. You want me to do Ray Reacts, KYC shows and all of that. But it's going to be great. And remember, this being a live show, we'll be talking a lot. We'll be interacting. So there will be no sort of dull moments. I don't like dull moments in my live show. So, it's going to be very interactive. So please, when you come on here, please just get off and start talking. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, wherever you're watching from, please let me know as well. Don't get dull and lazy with that. Wherever you're watching from, let me know. I'll give you a shout out. It's very important. And we would have conversations about a lot of different things. Anyway, so what are we doing now? Today is definitely Ray React. So I'm going to react to a lot of different things. Again, the membership, guys, the numbers are not increasing, and I don't like that. Because right now, listen, I'm going out of my way to do certain things for you. Remember, most of the questions I got from people on the community section of my channel are very personal, sort of selfish questions, just about themselves and what they're going through. If I come here and I'm only going to talk about personal things, I have nothing to talk about. Do you know what I'm saying? So you have to care about the whole community of Pi. You can't just care about yourself only. Therefore, people that ask personal questions, I didn't put across to the core team or the representative of the core team. People that ask general questions, very good questions, I put them across to the representatives of the core team. So you would realize that when I release the video on Tuesday, or on Thursday, that will be released on Thursday. When I release it on Thursday, you would realize that the questions that were asked that were not too personal or self-centered or selfish, I asked the core team. But the ones that were very self-centered and selfish and personal and all of that, I'm going to answer them. Oh, they gave me answers, but it wasn't really, I wouldn't say great answers, because they were expecting people to ask sort of a generic questions about Pi. And even if it's KYC, it has to be a generic KYC question. Not, oh, I haven't received my KYC. Why is that? That's not a question. You get what I'm saying? You know why you haven't received your KYC. So those type of things wouldn't move the ecosystem forward. They're very selfish questions, and you can't be selfish if you're on the Pi network. You get what I'm saying? So that was one thing that I noticed, and because of that, they're very self-centered questions. I'm going to answer them here. I'm going to answer because I can answer them myself. You don't need a core team to answer the self-centered questions, because I've talked about them day in, day out. You get what I'm saying? The generic questions, the very good questions, those guys, they're going to see their questions. I mean, the questions were answered, of course. They're going to see it in the video that I'm going to releasing it sort of subsequently on Thursday. Listen, it was great. It was great. It was a very long conversation. Obviously, they also reiterated the fact that I am a maverick, because I really going hard on them. I don't hold back. I'm not one of those that says that I've sold my soul and all of that, because I've never sold my soul to anybody. I'll never do that. So no, I haven't sold my soul to anybody, and they love that fact. So they said, yeah, I'm going hard when I'm speaking, and I say, yeah, that's my nature. I don't hold back. I'm very clear in what I want. And so I was very clear in what the people wanted. This wasn't my questions. Remember, I have been KYC'd. I have been migrated. I have my Pi, my wallet. I'm chilling, really. Thousands of Pi. I'm chilling. But I care about everybody, and I want everybody to get KYC'd. So that was the center of the conversation. Do you understand? Let me know where you're watching from so I can give you a shout out. This is so important. So the membership, you need to join, because if you don't join, what you're trying to do is you're trying to tell me that, well, yeah, Ray, you're giving us information, but I can't be bothered. No, you have to be bothered, mate. You have to be bothered, because you have to think about the fact that I don't beat about the bush when I tell you things. So I'm going to tell you here and now. My enthusiasm levels may go down if I realize that guys are not really contributing for the growth of the channel. It's very important. The other day when I released that video about the transcript of my conversation with Elon Musk, suddenly it just went up 10,000. We passed it in no time. That's not how I want it to be, because then you don't get authentic subscribers. You don't get organic subscribers. You get a glory hunters. I don't want glory hunters to follow my channel. I want people that are here to stay. Because if my channel had gone to 10,000, sorry, my channel went to 10,000 no time, and I'm still getting 55 people watching, that's not growth to me. Do you get what I'm saying? That's not growth to me. That is just glory hunting. And I don't want that, because I don't like glory hunters. I like people that are organic, are joining because they want to learn something or they want to contribute something. Do you get what I'm saying? So in whatever capacity you can contribute, do your best. In life, if you want to gain, you give. No pain, no gain. Remember that. No pain, no gain. So if you want to gain, you exert something, dissipate pain, and you will gain. If you want to be muscular, you go to the gym, you eat right, you will be muscular. You can't just sit back, sleep, do whatever you want to think you're going to be muscular and healthy. It's not going to happen. The same with life. You put in the work. And if you put in the work, you will gain. That's life. Do you understand? And I'm putting in the work for you. But what are you doing for yourself? Not even for me, for yourself. Because I've seen Gabriel, I've seen Elizabeth, I've seen Chris, I've seen Mohammed, and all the other J-Dog, Sean D, Terry. These people are contributing to the growth of the channel by any means necessary, to the best of their ability. But you can't just come here and be take. Everybody stop. You can't do that. I don't support that in life. So I'm giving you everything. But what are you giving back to the channel? The channel. Do you get what I'm saying? Anyway, so about that. And of course, we've gone to 10,000. No, you know what? I'll still talk about something else. So if you want to, let me see, where is it? If you want to, yeah, the overlay. All right. So if you want to give a sort of a, there's a free membership milestone chat. So those of you that are members, Elizabeth, Mohammed, all of you, those of you that are members, you have a free membership milestone chat. So you can go there and then click on it, free of charge. You just, if you've been 3 months on the channel, indicate you've been 3 months on the channel, and you can chat free of charge. You know what I mean? So it's all good. It's all good. Wait, let me see. Did somebody post something that wasn't good? That hang on a minute, because something was deleted. I don't know why. All right, I'm one of yours from Enugu, Nigeria. Oh, Boss Clark. I think you asked something very important, and I'm gonna make sure that I put it across for people to see. It was really cool, Boss Clark. And so guys, free membership. Free member milestone. If you are a member, you have a milestone. You've been 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, 7 months to 12 months onwards. You can have a free chat. So check your membership and see if you're able to do that. Click on the $sign, and then of course you can do that. And then there is a membership gifting. Of course, those of you that are members, you can gift membership to people if you want. Gift membership to people if you're already a member, and do whatever you want with that. But when you're gifted a membership, please make sure you don't just become a member and then after a month you just disappear. Those people, I would not even want you to join the chat groups, because the chat groups are very confidential. The things that we do talk about that are very confidential. So If you know you're just going to pass through and divulge certain confidential information to the whole world, then unfortunately don't join, because I will know who you are and I'll delete you. And of course, there is super sticker and super chats, which Gabriel is no stranger to. He keeps doing that almost on regular basis, and I appreciate everything he does for the channel. He's one of the mainstays of the channel. And there are two members who joined 2 days ago and yesterday, Patrick Okeke and Chatterbox. If you are, one is a middle level member, one is an elite member. Those two, please join, because you joined by yourselves. Please join the membership chat group or membership club on Telegram and be a part of it, because I want that to grow. So I'll begin to have the group calls that we used to have earlier, because it's very important that you guys gain from all of that. Okay, let me start giving some shout outs. Shout outs. Mr. Tiggy is here. Yes, so Ray the Best join his Mr. Tiggy is 3 months now. Mr. Tiggy, you're 3 months. God, that is sick. You're 3 months. Aha. That is sick. That's sick. You've done well. Mr. Tiggy. You're 3 months on the channel. Really appreciate that. So she sent hers. Everybody can see. She's a beginner level. And she says, Ray the Best, join his channel. Simple and short. Obviously, she's here, Elizabeth. So you hear Mr. Tiggy, but Mr. Tiggy's a cat. Hi, Mr. Ray. Happy new month and happy mining, sir. The Pie Guy by Sean D. Gabriel, of course, usually is at work, but he's doing his thing. He's giving a super sticker as usual. It's like a normal thing for him. Just a normal thing. J-Dog say, hey, Ray, can't stay long. Yes, I've read that. And Laura Della saying, hi, Ray. John Sam here saying, nice, Ray. Really appreciate you for the updates. God bless. Thank you. Jacob here saying, great bros. The Wiz checking in. Mohammed, my guy. Hello, Ray and everyone. Hope you're all doing great. Yes, we are. Mohammed obviously saying, hey, Ellie or Eli. No, Ellie. It's Elizabeth. Ellie. And what's his name? Coin Insider saying, hey, Ray, what's up, my guy? Uchechi saying, great job, Mr. Ray. Mr. Tiggy smashed the like button. Glenn Hatchcraft saying, good morning, Ray. Glenn from Oregon. I'm getting a lot of people from Oregon. Listen, the American viewership went up exponentially. So Americans are now my number one viewers on YouTube. Americans have gone from number 5 to number 1, 17%. And Nigeria has slipped to number 3. Suddenly, China has now gone to number 2. And all as a result, I think Nigeria will slip back up because it was the Elon Musk video that all of them came and watched, but they've reverted to type. So they've gone back to wherever they came from. They don't watch. If they were watching, we'll have about 1,000. Do you know when I was doing that Elon Musk video, the transcript, I had at the point 1,700 people watching simultaneously. It was shocking. That's when I realized that those clickbait people, they're doing well, because I don't do clickbait, and even I got a lot of stick. Can you imagine that I got a lot of stick and yet I'm not a clickbait person? Mohammed here obviously is also a member for 4 months, elite member. Subscribe, join the membership, share the link, and smash that like button. Yes, Mohammed is doing his thing, of course. And the channel, we've got our own emojis and icon as well. Mohammed just used the love sign from there. You can use GOAT. You can use other things like patience, which is like the countdown thing. So you can use all of that as a member. The icons or the emojis are there. We do have Ferenc Tripper saying hello from Hungary. Yes, my guy. Last week I saw you. We've got Luciva. Race United, you're doing a great job. Keep it up. Thank you so much. I've got this a very long name. So, Mr. Ray, you said some days ago the price of Pi is more than 100 of US dollars is confirmed. Now, what you say about your previous opinion? What is my previous opinion? Remember, previous opinion is all based on what's happening at that time. Remember that the crypto market changes almost on an hourly basis. So whatever I said previously doesn't count now. Do you understand? Big up, man. Watching you from Sunyani, Ghana. Keep the fire burning. What's the name? Brokerage Wings TV. Yeah, my guy from Ghana. Thank you so much. We've got Aldi Wayne Mascada. 100% love your channel, Mr. Ray from the Philippines. Thank you. Again, Indonesia, something has happened. I've got a lot of Indonesians watching me. Something has happened in Indonesia. I think there was a stampede in a football game, and I'm so sorry, and really, really sorry for what's happened there. My thoughts and prayers are with the Indonesian people, and particularly the Indonesian pioneers. That's why I hope none of them was caught up in what had happened then. I hope so. Elizabeth say no pain, no gain. You're exactly right. Nah, no pain, no gain, man. You need to work hard. It's very important. Working hard is like a mantra. You need to, and obviously live in the now. Remember, live in the now. Don't look at the past. It's gone. You will never be able to discover the past. But live in the now. The future will take care of itself. It's all dependent on whatever steps you take now. That leads you to the future. Every moment you take, every step you take leads you to the future. So your present determines your future. And that's the only thing I can tell you guys. Trust me. This is a little experience I've got in life. Ray, thank you so much for the update. Love your channel. Watching from Cameroon. Thank you so much to you too. Agree with you, Ray. I've said a lot of things, Glenn. Which one is it? Smash the like button, subscribe, and turn the notification. I'm one of yours from Enugu, Nigeria. Thank you so much, Boss Clark. I remember you. Smash it. Ojo, my guy. Listen, Ojo, you raised something, and here we are. You've raised it, and I released the video, which was even bigger. So, Ojo, thank you so much. I remember you so well. You're in one of the groups. I remember you. Even though you're not a member, I still remember you. Gold Apple saying, good day, Sir Ray. In my opinion, the Pi Core team hasn't done well, especially as it concerns KYC Gold from Nigeria. Don't worry, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen, guys. Don't worry about things. I had a conversation. Smash that like button. You haven't smashed it. I'm not happy. Smash the like button, guys. Mutala Idrisu, my guy. Twitter is doing a great job. He posts everything. Listen, I remember each and every person that does something for the channel. I remember you. I do remember you. I don't forget anybody. I have this photographic sort of memory, my gift from God, sometimes a detriment, but it's all good. Rays, you are giving us the right info that we don't get it from anywhere else. We love you. We pray for you, and we believe you. Keep on doing the good work for us. Bravo, Mr. Ray. I see ya, brother. That's Pi Analyst. I like that name. TM channel here saying, hello, Rays. Please go straight to the point. You're talking too much. Time taking talking in membership. Too much time talking in membership. Listen, I talk a lot. Trust me, I do talk a lot, and this is what my channel is all about. If I don't talk and I come in, I do this. All right. So what I'm gonna do is that today we're gonna go straight to the point. No phone-ins, of course. We're just gonna. How's the energy gonna be? No, that's not me. I can't do that. That's not me. I can never do that. Do you know what I mean? TM channel. I love you, my guy or my lady, whoever you are. TM channel, but come on, man. You're new to the channel. I can see you're new to the channel. If you're here and you don't like talking, unfortunately, this is not the place for you. Because I talk a lot. That is my mantra. I talk a lot. Do you understand? Anyway, Chris has given a $5 super sticker, and thank you so much, Chris. This is what this is all about. Sometimes people know what to do and they know how the channel is, and we don't charge anybody for anything. Everything is free of charge, but it's all about donations. That's what we do. I even donate to the channel. I'm a member of my own channel. Let me type in something and you see I'm a member. Let me type in something. I love you. I'm a member of my own channel. Can you see? Yes, I'm a member of my own channel. Hey, let me see if I can do a milestone thing. I can do a milestone too. You see who I am. I'm an investor of my channel. Become a member, guys. Now watch. You see, I'm an investor. You see, I'm an investor of my channel. Can you see it? Yep, it's right there. Ray from Rays United. Can you see it? Yep. So member for 10 months. Yeah, that's long enough. I'm an investor, which means I pay higher amount. So yes, I invest in my own channel. So it's not like I'm here taking money from you. I invest in my own channel. I'm a member of my own channel. Remember that. Ojo here said, thanks so much. Been trying to join, but the system is not accepting my ATM card. I don't have a dollar account. You don't have to have a dollar account. I know I have friends who are Nigerians who are members of the channel, because they said some people are scared to put in the details as required, but we've put in our details. My head is on the platter. If anybody wants to go into my system, if it's not secure, they could go in. Can you imagine that? So yeah, do that and it should work. And obviously, this is me saying I love you. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, now let me go and talk. I've spoken for 25 minutes about things. So road to 15K, join the Telegram group. I've spoken about everything. Now this is it. So have the Pi core team given their best hint yet. I would say I had a conversation with them yesterday. No, I'm not talking about Nicholas and Chen Zhao. No, I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about a representative of the core team, because they don't have any time. When I say representative, somebody that's speaking on all the core team's behalf. Do you know what I mean? And the person said, the people, the two of them, they said very interesting things. And most of the questions you asked yesterday, because the conversation I had with them was early morning today, which was late in the night in California. Do you understand what I'm saying? So the conversation was sort of about an hour and a half to 2 hours, because there was a lot of casual sort of conversations, and some were very informal. Actually, all of them were informal conversations. They wanted to know about, how I came about this whole Pi sort of centric channel, decision and all of that. And obviously we spoke about that, which most of you that have been on the channel for a long time know how I became that. And yeah, it was very interesting to know that they sort of paid attention to what I've been doing. And so they asked a bit about the Elon Musk thing. I told them, a bit about it. We spoke a little bit about it. We didn't go into any detail because they've seen it all, they've heard it all, so there isn't any need for me to go into any details. But I then realized that people watch my channel a lot. I'm talking about quality people, not quantity. I'm not gonna get people that want to hear about 314159 to watch my videos, because they ain't gonna get anything. The people I get are people that actually know what I'm doing. I get Mr. Flo watching my video. I get even people from China who have bigger channels watching my video. The other day, I got Mary, if you've heard of her. She's on Twitter. She's very prominent on Twitter. She sent me a DM. Can you imagine that? She DM'd me, and we started having a chat. So listen, I didn't know my name had traveled far and wide to people that are actually prominent in the Pi sort of community. But yeah, it has, and I'm a bit surprised with that. And I didn't know. I thought it was just within us. But I've seen quality people, watching my videos, and I'm happy with that. I'm not gonna get the quantity. I know that, because that's not what they want to hear. They don't want to hear me talking about mainnet metrics and all of that. They want to hear about me saying Mass KYC is today, and then they'll be happy. But that would be a lie. You get what I'm saying? So I would rather not tell a lie just to gain traction than the other way around. So I'm enjoying everything that's happening. I'm really happy about everything that's happening. So yeah, have the Pi core team given their best hint yet? I would say yes, they have. Which you're going to see a lot of in the next, not the next video, but the video I'll release on Thursday, because I have to work on it. I haven't recorded anything yet. I still have the questions you guys obviously did, and things they said and all of that. So I have to put it together and then, release a video about it on Thursday. So I'll record it after this particular live show. I'll record everything. And then when I record it, guys, you will be the first to know what's happened. That I'll not divulge anything to anybody. But certain things that people asked, which I still asked them, and they gave me good responses, but those were more self-centered questions. So I don't think they were interested so much in the self-centered questions. They were more interested in the very questions that people asked that to them made perfect sense, if you know what I mean. And I would say they loved it. They loved every bit of it. If anything, I would think they were starstruck. And I'm no star. I'm just me. I'm just an ordinary guy who lives an ordinary life. But they were like, oh, finally we've met Ray. And, they were very interested to meet me, which means that Nicholas or Chenja, or both of them, one of these days might want to be on one of the shows. I'm very sure of it. Do you know what I mean? Because there was no animosity. It was all friendship and all of that. And these people are down to earth people. You know, when you meet them, this is a virtual meeting, but I know one of these days I might meet them face to face when Pi kicks off properly. Do you know what I mean? So there is a lot of camaraderie. So this is what I want. If I've got like representatives of the core team being friendly with the channel, and getting ordinary, I wouldn't say ordinary, getting pioneers being very hostile, I don't get it. Like, I just do my thing. I don't even follow a lot of people on Twitter. I don't follow anybody on Twitter. You get what I mean? And if you follow me, it means you're following me for the content, which is a good thing. So you can't just come and follow me for one content. You follow me for the longer term. Do you know what I mean? I saw my Twitter numbers growing because of that particular video, and I was a bit sort of nervous because I was thinking, why are they joining? Just for one video? I don't want that. I want people that join because they want to stay here. They love what I'm doing, not to join and then to be disappointed and start calling you names. I don't want that. Those are not the people I want. I'll block most of them. I'll block me. I don't take time in blocking. I'll block you in no time. I don't have time for people who would pull me down. I don't want that. So block you, and then you're out of my life. I'm free. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, the core team, they said a lot of things. When I get to that segment where I'll be answering your comments and questions, I'll read out some of the questions that you guys asked and the responses that were given. I'll read them out. So don't worry about that. You're really gonna love it. Trust me, you're really gonna love it. And obviously, Pi Mass KYC is in discussion, but I got something from them. I have to say, I did get something from them. Most of you asked questions related to that, but the questions that were too personal or too self-centered in relation to Pi Mass KYC, I'm gonna just talk about them in this live show. And then the ones that were very generic, very well constructed, even though the grammar might be a bit iffy, it was still well constructed. So I'll paraphrase them. I'll still put the screenshot of your question there. So, you have to be proud of yourselves, guys. The ones that took their time to ask good questions in the community section. Listen, you guys did well. You guys did well. I put it on a short notice on Friday, and you guys did come out with most of your questions, which shows the concern of most of you. And I'm very, very happy about that, to be honest. And yeah, so today, if you're asking any questions about those things, you're not going to really get direct answers from me. You only get direct answers from the ones that ask the questions in the community section, which I'll be answering very soon. And it will probably be in relation to same questions you might be thinking of asking. So yes, Pi Mass KYC is in discussion, 100%. That I have to tell you. But whatever came out of the conversation I had with them, you're going to know on Thursday. You're still going to know a few of them today. Those, like I said, I'll repeat. Is going to be the more sort of personal questions that people ask in relation to Mass KYC or Pi Mass KYC. But the ones that were very, very good, well-constructed questions, I've put them into the video. So those of you that would watch that video on Thursday, the quality people that watch my video, remember that the ones that watch the whole thing and not 2-3 minutes, those of you are going to see what's actually happening. Do you know what I mean? And I love it. I would say it's probably 70% positive, which is good. 70% positive it's very good. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, 18. How many questions did I put to them? I put about 15 questions to them, and no, 18 questions I put to them, and I've got 9, which I'll be putting in the form of the recorded video, and then I think I've got about 6 here. Some of them were just cancelled out because they weren't really good questions. But yeah, it was good. It was good. All I'll say was very, 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 very good. So yeah, it's definitely in discussion, guys. I'm gonna share the link. So if you wanna join and have a conversation, guys, it's gonna be great. I love doing this. I love doing this. This is more like an escape for me. So I love doing this. Yeah. All right. So let me see if I can, let me see which people are here. Mutala says he wants to be a member. Yeah, you want to be a member. The membership, like I said, click on the becoming a member. Click on join and follow the instructions. Click on join and follow the instructions. Obviously, yeah, Chris. Mohammed saying, love you too, Ray. Yes, yes, you know, you're my guy. So, hey, it's all good. Would keep exploring how to join. Yes, keep exploring, and eventually it's going to go through. That's what some of the people did. Randall here saying, yeah, if you wanted numbers, you could always start one of those stimulus channels where they keep clickbaiting everyone with false headlines. Yes, yes, yes. I've seen those ones. I don't even waste my time there. Randall, I don't waste my time there at all. Like, I know what they're doing. You know, I know exactly what they're doing. I don't waste my time. And Lou Silva here is saying, love you too, Mr. Ray, watching from Malaysia. Thank you so much, Lou. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Somebody asking when will Pi Mass KYC and Open Network. I've done video about Open Network, and go and watch that. Mass KYC. I'll be, that question is a big one, but people rephrased it differently, which was so good. So I'm gonna, once the video is done, you will know exactly what was said. We've got Evans here. Evans watching from Ghana, Kumasi. Yes, thank you so much. Mr. Tiggy saying, correct, Randall. Ray is no fisherman. He's a true character who keeps everything real. Exactly. If I was a clickbait, trust me, this would be easy. I've seen how people make their numbers. I'm not into that. Trust me, I want organic people following me. I don't want, that's why on Twitter, most of them who are following me are not organic, especially since Tuesday. Since Tuesday, most of them are not. I mean, okay, after Tuesday, when the dust settled, it became organic again. But within that Tuesday, when my numbers increased by, I think, 500 followers, those 500 are not organic. Do you understand what I'm saying? They're just glory hunters. And I don't want glory hunters following me. I'm sorry about that. But I want people that are real, people that know what this whole thing is about and have been on the show either since today or since the very beginning. And they understand. Do you know what I mean? They understand what this channel is all about. So, hey, I don't divulge false information to anybody. Ojo here is saying, what is the impact of the offline bartering on Pi value? Enlighten us if you have ideas on it, please, because a car outlet accepts Pi in JOS, and there are other less tangible transactions too. Ojo, this is a very good question. Did you say offline bartering? So what do you mean by offline bartering? I know what that means, but in your way, in your context, what does it mean? Because I have to get it right. Offline bartering, that is the subject matter here. Offline bartering. So bartering, tell me what that means to you, and then I'll answer that question. It's a very good question, Ojo. Very, very good question. Pi Gamer here saying, good work, Ray. Sorry, good work, man. Thank you so much. We've got Anna here. Anna saying, I love your show, Mr. Ray. Pi to the moon. Undoubtedly, of course. Miss Click, I'm very sorry. It was my child. What do you mean, Mohammed? Miss Click? Miss Click? Miss Click. Oh, Miss Click, Miss Click. Oh, okay. No worries. I get it. I get what you mean, Miss Click. Oh, Miss Click. All right. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, so obviously, like I said, Mass KYC. So your comments are now about to be read, your comments and questions, very important. But before we get to that, I'm gonna show you something that actually happened. Guys, the link is in the description, you know. Sorry, it's in the it's in there. Let me see the link. Yep. So it's there. Actually, I need to pin it. Let me pin it. Let me pin the link. Pin it. Yes, I've pinned the link. So if you want to phone in, the link is right there. So you can phone in and we'll have a conversation. Let me actually take this one off my neck because this one is the wireless one. Put it there. And then, let me see my collar. Yeah, collar looking good. All right. So if you want to phone in, it's always there for you to phone in, guys. Always there for you to phone in. Rajat here saying early subscriber. Early subscriber. I haven't seen you often here, Rajat. Or you don't chat often. All right. So let's see. Offline, I mean, which is not on PyChain or other Pi utility apps. All right. All right. So let me go back to your question. So this was your question. Right. So your question is this one, right? What is the impact of the offline bartering on Pi value? Enlighten us if you have ideas on it, please, because a car outlet accept Pi in JOS, which is JOS in Nigeria, and there are other less tangible transactions too. Listen, this bartering thing, offline or not offline, I don't. As long as it's not for fiat, it's fine. As long as it's not for fiat, it's fine. It's when it's pi for fiat or fiat for pi in the enclosed network. That's where we have a problem, Ojo. You get what I'm saying? So right now, offline or on the Pi utility platform, I would advise for it to be on the Pi utility platform. So because it can be a bit of a tricky one, if you know what I mean, because you want to trust the people you're buying from, unless you're meeting them in person and doing it. If you're meeting them in person and doing the transaction, because they're also pioneers and they've been migrated, you've been migrated, you have your Pi in your wallet, they have their Pi in their wallet, then hey, they give you public key, you give them your public key, and you do your transactions, whichever the payment and the acceptance is coming from. You get what I'm saying? So I don't think there's a problem with any offline bartering, but I'll advise that the vendors go to the Pi utility platforms and sell them through those places, because then it would give it some sort of realness, you understand, authenticity, you know. So I would say maybe they should go through the Pi utility platforms, which would be will make it look more serious, you know, and people wouldn't take it as a joke, you know, because right now a few of us are looking at it like, okay, initially it's looking like a joke because of the items they're selling there and the prices they're being touted at, but we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. I don't think offline is bad, but I think for the sake of trustworthiness, it would be best to do it online, which means, like you said, on the Pi utility platforms. Do you know what I mean? So I hope I've answered your question to the best of my ability. Let me see. X5 here is saying, "Love you, Rays United. Watching live in Wise in Ghana. In case you don't know, thanks for your good work. Thank you so much." Stanley here saying, "Hello, Rays. Just got in. You haven't missed too much. Likewise, you can also go back and watch if you think you've missed something." Mr. Ray, sorry, my guy Ray, can we see the next big thing on or in December? Open network, hopefully. Yeah, it's on the ticker, isn't it? It's on the ticker. I'll probably do a very huge video about open network sometime in December. Definitely. Right now, I'm not going to do any video about open network because there's so much going on apart from open network, you know. So I have to focus on the present, and the present is KYC to me, and of course a few things, a Pi consensus here and there, which I'll be releasing a video on. I've got a volume 2 of the Pi consensus paradox coming out on Tuesday. That video, I love it. The Pi, the paradox. Yeah, I haven't edited it yet, but it looks like it's going to be a good video. I don't know what graphics to put there, but I think it's going to be a good video about it. Pi Consensus Paradox, Volume 2. That is, I think it's going to be sick. I think so. Anna here saying that I used a different number for my account in Pi because I was using the number where I was. But now I'm in my country. Okay, so now we need to know the countries because it's very ambivalent. I don't know exactly what you mean. But I'm in my country. Can I change the number and use my present? No, you don't have to. You can't change yet. This one I'm going to talk about in the recorded video. I'm going to talk about that. That's a good question anyway. I'm going to talk about that. Rajat here saying, "Hello again. Do you mind me asking what you do for a living?" I'm an engineer. That's what I do for a living for Samsung, if you want to know specifically. Please give us updates about concerning Pi network community not reading live chat. Now that's a good one as well, you know. But then we have 40 million plus. You know, it's very hard. I'm telling you. Even when I'm going through live chats, it's very, very, very hard to read. And mine, I have only 60 of you here. Can you imagine going through millions of chats? Sometimes we need to cut the core team some slack. Do you know what I mean? We should cut them some slack. It's not an easy job. If they ask you to be one of those processing that, you tear your hair out. I'm telling you. Sorry, you tear your hair out. I majority of people worldwide would accept Pi price only when it is listed on at the price on exchanges. I know many will not agree with me, but this is the hard truth. Hence, I shall wait for open network. You see, opinions are very good, and Ashish is giving his very important. Please, where can I find the join button to click? It's let me see where it is to give you precisely. So the join button is when you go to the channel, my channel, you look at the home section, it will be there. It will say, I think, yeah, home. It will say join. And so you click on the join and then you continue from there. That's what it is, really. So that's how you're gonna be able to do it. All right. Anyway, let's continue. So your comments and questions, keep it coming, keep them coming. But before that, while you're there, I don't know, today you're not calling. I don't know why. People, you need to call, call in. It's obviously Ray reacts, so I'm reacting to things that happen during the week and all of that. In case you've forgotten, this week I released something about Samsung. But why did I not put it here? Anyway, let me see. Let me put it there. Let me just type it. Samsung. No. Fine. Hang on a minute, guys. John Sam, I can see you. I'm coming. All right. I'll be with you soon. I can see you. All right. I'm gonna talk about this. Okay, so but let me bring John Sam on. All right, John Sam, what's happening?
Hello, good evening, the Rates United.
Yeah. Thanks for being here. Are you new on the channel?
Yeah, sure. I'm new on the channel. This is John Sam calling from Nigeria.
Right. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, John Sam. How long have you been a pioneer for, if you don't mind me asking?
Yeah, for almost 3 years.
Well, you are an old guy in pioneer terms.
Yeah, sure, sir. So
Yeah.
actually we created a Pi group here in Lagos, and there are a lot of people asking me they didn't get KYC and so on, which I have passed my KYC. Actually, I'm a validator, so which we found so difficult for other people to pass their own KYC. So
Right.
what are the encouragements, or what can we tell those people for them to focus on Pi network, not for them to be deceived by some word that Pi is not true and so on. So I really want. That's why I actually called you, because almost 15 of your video I put it on the group before to educate them on Pi network, because there are a lot of people calling us that Pi network is not real and so on. So that's why I actually come live, so I can put on this video on the group, so they should knows that Pi network is real and KYC is still coming. So I really need you to tell them what is going on actually, and to encourage them, as an admin of the group, to encourage them very well to be a participant of Pioneers. So we will all enjoy this thing at the same time. So that's why I call into.
All right, stay on while I answer your question. First of all, I understand their predicament. I understand where they're coming from, your downlines and the people in your groups and so on. So I don't blame them for being that way. However, nothing good comes easy. Nothing good comes easy. If the core team were to say, all right, they've got what they wanted, so they can now release it and open network and KYC and everything should happen, what we're gonna get is chaos. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if you have chaos, you're gonna have a civil war. You get what I'm saying? Civil war in Pi terms. So
Yeah.
you don't want civil war in Pi terms, and to not have that, they have to be very cautious in everything they do. They have to make sure, especially KYC, is almost perfect. You understand?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
right now, I would say KYC is probably about 70% very good. It's 70% good. So the 30% is what is going to make it get to the next level, which is mass KYC. Do you get what I'm saying? And in
Yeah.
whatever we do, if you don't have KYC, you can never do anything. You can't move to the next phase because remember,
Mhm.
Pi has got checklists. So you download the Pi browser app, you confirm your wallet, lockup, KYC, and so on before you get to mainnet migration and then all of that. So there are steps we need to take. So let them know that there are steps they need to take too. if they've taken those steps and they are at the stage where they have to wait for KYC, then they have to wait for KYC. However, I've had a conversation with a representative or two representatives of the core team yesterday or earlier
Okay.
this morning, depending on your time zone. And
Yeah.
the conversation looks promising. I can tell you that. It looks promising. But obviously, when I'm on the live show and I'm talking, because it's a long show, people don't get to watch the substance of the show.
Yeah.
So I would rather release a video on Thursday about that conversation, but it'll be very quick, probably 10 to 15 minutes or even 20 minutes, depending on how long it goes. And
Yeah.
everything that I asked them, I'm going to let, sorry, the questions were all people that asked, questions people asked. They asked it when I told them to ask. So they've answered most of them. You get what I'm saying? And 70% good, 30% still there can be an improvement. You get what I'm saying? So let your group know that they shouldn't fear anything. That's the bottom line. They shouldn't fear anything. Pi is a great project. Pi is definitely, in my opinion, Pi is going to be one of the biggest cryptocurrency we've ever seen, if not the biggest. But in the beginning, it's going to be one of the biggest. You get what I'm saying? And then as time goes on, when it gains traction and people trust it, and it has a very strong foundation and stability, it would rise to the top. So they shouldn't be so nervous about it. They're thinking too far ahead of themselves. You understand? They're thinking too far ahead of themselves. They should think about now.
Yeah.
And right now, what we need is KYC. Do you understand? Right now, what we need is KYC. People shouldn't talk about open network and all the other things. They shouldn't talk about it. Right now, what we need is KYC. If we have a lot of people being KYC'd, I can tell you that we'll be 80% successful in the project. That will mean we can comfortably get into open network without any nervousness around. You get what I'm saying? So let them know this part of the conversation that I've had with you, I've had with them. Let me speak to the camera. Guys, don't be scared of Pi Network. Guys, those of you in John Sam's group, don't be scared of Pi Network. It is no scam. If it's scam, I wouldn't waste my time here. I have a job that I do full time. I wouldn't waste my time here. I wouldn't create content. I have a life. But I do this because I have extreme confidence in Pi. And I know you do. So please, guys, don't lose any confidence in Pi. Those of you in John Sam's group, don't lose any confidence in Pi. All right? I hope that you guys will understand that Pi is here to stay and it's going to be one of the most dominant forces in the cryptocurrency business. Anyway, John Sam, thank you so much for being here. And I hope they would understand that we're not here, we're not joking, we're serious. Do you understand?
Sure.
All
Thank you very much. I do really appreciate it.
Have a good day. All right. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Sir.
Yeah, that was John Sam, and I hope his people would understand that Pi is not here. Pi is here to stay. It's not a joke. The Will of God wants to be on, but unfortunately, his line is not great. So I hope that. Wait, let me see. They will need to connect their mic and camera before you can add them. The Will of God, if you're still there, connect your mic and your or camera before I can add you. So connect one of them. I think they're not connected. That's why you are not here. If you connect them, you will be here. All right. Anyway, let me read your comments and see what you guys are saying. Is doing KYC validation worth it? Because it's really rare to get someone to validate. All right. I don't know if I'm going to answer this one somewhere else. Let me see. Somebody, the Will of God. Hi, I have a question. Pi Network DeFi is on Pancake Swap. Is it true? I think so. I think it's true. Yeah, I think it's true. But I don't really care about Pi Network DeFi, to be honest. But yeah, I think it's true. So let me see. All right. So Rajat here says something. Is doing KYC validations worth it? Because it's really rare to get someone to validate. It is rare to get someone to validate if you're an old validator, but you have to keep going. Like I said, if we keep validating, the new validators will get no one to validate. And remember, the validation process, it's not even probably the number of people you validated. It's the number of people you validated that went through the KYC process. Do you understand? So if your validation was successful, it doesn't necessarily mean they were KYC'd. Because remember, it's 3 or 4 people that have to do the different forms of validations for one person. So you may have passed them through one of the processes, but somebody else might have failed them because their IDs weren't clear, or there was some obscurity in something. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, or not so clear photos, or IDs don't match or something. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, not necessarily that. You have to keep validating. Come on, man. What are you really losing in validating? You lose nothing. All right. And Pranav here is saying he receives KYC notification every day, and probably Pranav has been KYC'd, I suppose. Let me see. Yeah, Pranav is saying that, but my photo on national ID is an update, something. I don't know what that means. Should I do KYC now or wait for mass KYC? If you have your ID, do it now. If you have your ID, do it now. I mean, you'd rather do your KYC as early as possible to increase the number of people that have been KYC'd. And then I've got Arif Badiman Hamza here is saying, where is the smash the like button comment? Yeah, man, come on, smash them. Smash the like button, guys. You need to smash it. Let's see. We have how many like buttons have been smashed? I can see it from here. 70. Let's get to 100. Let's get to 100, guys. I've got this information I've got to give you guys. Let's get to 100 likes so I can do it quick. I don't want to stay here too long. I keep saying smash the like button, but you guys don't seem to smash it. So smash it. You know what I mean? Pranav says already smashed. Dangara Victor saying it's rare, but I still validate few people every day. Yeah, you have to keep at it. That's all it is. Keep at it, and you'll be able to validate people. You don't have to stop. You have to keep validating. Anyway, let me continue. So, yeah, your comments and questions, keep it coming while I continue. Now, I'm gonna show you something. So, I'm on this Chinese YouTube channel. This was funny. You know, this was funny. I'm on this Chinese YouTube channel. You can go there and have a look. But I'll show you something. Yeah, I'll show you something. Let me see. So somebody sent a comment here. Ryan Bell. He said, "Hey Ray, not sure if you will see this, but I noticed on another channel called Pi College, they had you and Musk on the main video. It's a Chinese channel, but I switched to turn on the subtitles so it relays in English. If you haven't seen it, give it a look." So I went and gave it a look, and obviously this is the name of the channel. It's called Pi College. It's a Chinese channel, and this is what it was. You know, this is me and Elon there, and on their screen. You know, it was just funny when I saw it, and obviously I watched it. Yeah, I didn't like certain things they were saying, but I think it's probably ignorance, you know, so I don't blame them. But if you watch it, I wouldn't say you should go and watch it because you wouldn't gain anything from it. But I just needed to show you that I'm on this Chinese YouTube channel called Pi College. And, you know, they were calling me Black Brother and the Black Guy. And, you know, in UK, those things are very offensive when somebody's trying to specify your race and your you know, that kind of thing. Like they were really on it. This black, you don't need to say that. You just say this guy. You don't say this black guy. You know what I'm saying? And this black guy. They kept saying it over and over and over. And I was just laughing. I was watching it laughing the whole time. And then, of course, as you keep watching, you see me there. And they've put a sort of a video on top of our thing. And these people are gaining traction. You know, China is almost 1.5 billion people. So if you've got lots of pioneers, then somebody's showing me and Elon Musk there with a transcript there, and obviously they've sort of masked it with their thing. you're gonna see that, and it was just funny to see. I must say, it was funny. I sort of liked it, to be honest. I sort of liked it. It was just funny, and I was laughing while I was watching it. I was really laughing, and yeah, it's just one of those things. It was just funny. You know what I mean? It was funny, and to know that you know I've got so many Chinese viewers, it's actually shocking. Like I've got lots of them, but they're ruthless, man. They would insult me and give me all sorts of names, but I don't take it seriously. That's the thing. I don't take it seriously because at the end of the day, Yeah, it's not because if YouTube was in China, I know I was gonna get hundreds of thousands because like that lots of them, lots of them. I mean, they came on Twitter, man, and they even the YouTube when I was doing that video, it was them and Americans who were watching the most, and it was shocking. The numbers, my goodness, it was alarming. It was alarming. I remember Waze, DMing me saying, "Rick, you seeing what's happening?" I say, "Yeah, man, I'm seeing what's happening," and it was one of those. But it's interesting to know that the channel's traveling far. They don't like subscribing, but it's all good because they don't understand English language. They understand Chinese, so but they can still put on the Chinese subtitle, and I'm clear enough for the interpretation to be as close to what I'm saying as possible. So yeah, they can put on the Chinese subtitle and watch it because I'm actually surprised I was on the Chinese YouTube channel, but it's all good. It's all good. Like I said, we're all one people, so hey, I can't complain about it. All right. So now let me go to the certain questions that were asked, and I got some responses. And then, of course, on Thursday, you're gonna get like some of the huge ones, the ones that were properly answered by them. Yeah. It was good. It was good. I didn't know that I'd gone that far. I thought I'm just me, being me, and all of that. But India may form a huge base for Pi Network. Yeah, they should. They should form. They should form. But the Chinese are the more dominant. There's a lot of them there. It's a lot of them. Anna here saying, "Wow, congrats, Mr. Ray, you're popular." Yeah, it's just shocking. Mahmoud Abubakar here saying, "Shame YouTube is banned in China." Yeah, it's a shame. All the politics and that. You on the Chinese channel is a great plus. Nice one, Ray. Yep, it's a great plus, no doubt. Anyway, so let me go to what I wanted to talk about. So we're still on your comments. Now, this comment is very important. These comments are very important. So let's start. So this one was very interesting. First of all, this guy said, "Ray, did you see what Wes Spencer said? He said he has 300 coins for you if you can prove Elon said he isn't a maverick." And first and foremost, I'm gonna say Elon didn't say he's not a maverick. He said he didn't like his style of presenting. That's all he said. And he said he likes my style because I'm a maverick. That's what he said. But he didn't say Wes Spencer is not a maverick. Secondly, I have more Pi. I don't need 300 Pi. So I'm not going to prove anything to him because of 300 Pi. I have a lot of Pi. Even the one in my wallet alone is about 4,000, almost 4,000. So, and then when I say the one in my wallet, I mean the available wallet. So you can imagine what's in my lockup. You get what I'm saying? So the will of God is here. Listen, you see? The will of God. I like that name. The will of God is here.
How you doing?
Yeah, the will of God. Man, I'm great. You?
I am blessed. I'm in Kansas City, Missouri.
Oh, right.
That's
right.
in
Missouri.
United States. So I'm
yeah.
far away, young man.
Yeah, all right. But don't worry, we're far away, but we're close.
I agree with you. I agree.
Yeah. So, what can I do for you today?
Okay. Well, I have one quick question now. Pi Network DeFi, I found it on Pancake swap, and I have bought some. So I would need to know that if that is the right one that I have bought, that is on Pancake swap.
Yeah. The one on Pancake Swap is the right Pi Network DeFi is the right one. So, but how much did you buy it for? What was the rate?
Oh man, it's a discount right now, so everybody need to go on there right now and buy. I've actually, let's see, I have about, I think about 14.8 million.
Which is how much in dollars?
In dollars, that's about 425.
$425. Oh, okay.
$425. So
okay.
now, and then that my next question is now, that I know that soon that they will be getting on a central exchange, right?
Yeah.
So don't nobody know what the price would be.
Hmm.
So
No, well, keep going. I'll see how I answer your
so
question.
like right now, this is the best time to buy because nobody knows what the price is going to turn out to be, and this can be a life-changing moment for those who buy in early right now.
Yeah. You're right. If people buy earlier, because I think I've seen it on where did I see it? I don't know. I think it's Coinbase. Is it Coinbase or somewhere? I've seen it somewhere else. I've seen it somewhere, but it's not supported yet. I'm talking
Oh,
about Pi Network DeFi. It's not supported yet, but I think I saw it somewhere on one of the exchanges. But it's
it's on
not supported.
Coinbase. Yeah, Coinbase, and it's on Binance right now, but
Yes.
not supported yet.
Not supported yet. Yes. That's true. That's
That's
true. It's not
big.
supported yet. So we will see how it goes. But yeah, guys, so you've heard the will of God saying, obviously breaking it to us. It's on Pancake Swap. So if you want to buy as much of it, just go there and buy it. We all know anything associated with Pi Network at the moment is gonna pay off eventually down the line. We all know that. So we just have to be committed to it and be dedicated. Make sure that it's something you can afford, 1%
Right.
of the portfolio or less. Don't use anything that you can't afford to lose. Remember that. So if you know you can afford to lose something, maybe $10, $50, $100, that's fine. Do that, but don't use your life savings for any of those things. I wouldn't advise anybody to do that. So
No,
no. I wouldn't advise anybody to do that. So
I agree.
if you know you have life savings, don't use that. Just use 1% or less of your portfolio, meaning something you can just use and not have any effect on your life or on your blood pressure, or on your mental state. Do you know what I mean? So yeah,
I
so
agree.
yeah, that's what it is. So I advise people all the time that, listen, if you want to do anything in life, do it to the best of your comfort. You should be in your comfort zone whilst you're doing it. You
I
shouldn't
agree.
be you shouldn't be doing anything out of your comfort zone, knowing that it could come back to bite you. So that's the advice I always try to give people. And I think, yeah, people take it to heart because they know the consequences of doing things that eventually could affect you. So yeah, it's great. How long have you been a pioneer for, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, I just found it this year. I just got through getting on board this year, and so I saw your video clip, and that inspired me. So I started to reach out to you, and I'm
Yeah.
like,
Well, you found the right place. You stumbled upon it. Obviously, I've been doing Pi stuff for almost past 1.5 years. I started it last year January. That's when I started doing Pi stuff slowly. So right now it is building up. Wait, let me look at the comments. Somebody's saying something. I want whilst you're here. Let's see what they're saying, because
okay,
obviously I'm not on Pancake Swap. So let's see. Tom Wilson saying, thought Pi Network DeFi is not related to the core team. No, it's not. It's not related to the core team. Remember that. That's why I said anything sort of associated with Pi, as in using the Pi name and logo, but
okay,
obviously using it differently, they tend to, gain traction. So Pi Network DeFi is one of them. It is not from Pi Network. Remember that. I think I said
okay.
it, but it's sort of using the Pi popularity. So people shouldn't mistake it for or misconstrue it for Pi Network. It's not. Pi Network DeFi is different from Pi Network. That is
That was
something
one of my questions was I needed somebody to dig deeper into it,
exactly.
just so I don't buy something that is a scam, and then I'm thinking
Yeah.
that it's going to pump, and
Me
so that's why
personally,
I was reaching out to
the
you.
advice I'll give you personally, now this is where I will give you my personal advice. When it comes to Pi Network, be very careful with anything associated with it.
Okay,
You want to stick within the Pi Network lane. Do you get what I'm saying? You want to wait and make sure that everything that you do in relation to Pi Network is within our ecosystem for now. Do you
Okay.
get what I'm saying? Within our
Right.
ecosystem. So the enclosed network, whatever transaction you're doing has to be legitimate, which means that it has to be you buying somebody's item with Pi, or you selling your item to take Pi from them, and not anything to do with fiat currency. Because at the moment, fiat
Okay.
is not in play because we're not in the open network. So fiat
Okay.
is not in play. It's only Pi. So whatever transaction that goes on, peer to peer or peer to business or business to business, it has to be with Pi. And
Okay.
that's it. So that's the advice I will give you, person to person. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
So here's me talking as a person that knows a lot about Pi. I would say stay within the Pi ecosystem, and just be comfortable with it. Learn it, because now that I know that you haven't been long in Pi, I would say just learn the whole Pi concept. You get what I'm
Okay.
saying? Learn it very well. Recently, I released a video. It was a tutorial, a 2-part tutorial where I went back to the beginning to explain what Pi is all about to date. So it's a 2-part video. You can find it on my channel. Just go there and watch it. It's a tutorial. So it's going to
Okay.
actually help you understand where Pi was and where it is now. Do you get what I'm saying? That
Yes.
way, when you learn that, you will be able to take it on board, add your own research and knowledge to it, and take it with you for the rest of your life with Pi. You get what I'm saying? Otherwise, there are people out there, there are sharks out there who are looking to exploit anybody that is, not, I wouldn't say desperate, but anybody that's looking to invest in anything associated with Pi. Do you know what I mean? So it's paramount that we all act very cautiously when it comes to that, because people are getting scammed left, right, center in the name of Pi. So you have to be very careful. Do you know what I mean?
And that's why I was reaching out to you, so that you can do a deep research, and so you can tell us, hey, be careful. These particular people that is out here starting to use the network name for them to make a profit.
Exactly.
And that's wrong on people to do that. When somebody is doing things that is out to help people to change their lives.
Yep. No, it's true. It's true. I mean, I've seen it, but me, I don't pay attention to stuff like that much. When I say I don't pay attention, I'm not saying I don't read about them, but I don't pay attention as in me falling for anything that they're doing. I'll read about it just to understand what's happening, but I wouldn't like get into it, as to associating myself with it, because I don't want to be caught up in anything that would cause some confusion. So I try to stay within the Pi Network lane. And Pi Network, if you ask me anything about Pi Network, listen, I know I have a lot of knowledge about Pi Network, so that I can brag to you and say, hey, yes, I've got a lot of knowledge about Pi Network. But anything else, I brag about it. I'll say, look, I'll do some research and let's see how it goes, because my whole channel is dedicated to Pi Network at the moment. Do you know what I mean? So I wouldn't come here and talk about Pi Network without having any real knowledge about Pi Network. You know what I mean?
Agree.
So yeah, I'm very boastful when it comes to Pi Network, because I've been with it for 3 years plus. I've seen the ups and downs of Pi Network. I've seen it all. So I'm very boastful about it, and rightfully so, because when you've put in the work in something and it's actually paying off, you can, stick your chest out and say, listen, I did it, but obviously with the help of all of you. You know what I'm saying? With the help of all of you. So you included, with every other person that's here, with your help, we've been able to do something. Do you know what I mean? And that's it. Again, like I said, I'm a team player as well. I'm not individualistic. So I'm always so focused on the well-being of every pioneer. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
I can come here and say I'm KYC, I'm migrated, I have lots of Pi, but there's no need for that. I have to also push others to get to that level, or even better. Do you know what I mean?
Them, yes.
Exactly. And that's why this channel is here at the moment, to encourage people to stick with Pi and not sort of deviate from the course.
I agree.
So it is what it is. But hey, thank you so much for coming on The Will of God.
Thank you for allowing me to come on board. When is the next live is going to be, so I can come back on there again?
I do it mostly on Fridays and Sundays.
Mostly Fridays and Sundays.
Yeah, I do release other videos, obviously recorded videos on Tuesdays or Thursdays. So you might find out that I'll be releasing some videos on Tuesday and Thursday this week, and then Friday I'll go live, and then obviously Sunday I always go live unless I've got something else to do. And even if I have something else very importantly to do, I'll still release a video on Sunday. So Sunday nobody's left to dry. Do you know what I mean? Definitely.
That's a great thing.
Yeah.
I thank you again, and then I will be looking forward to seeing more of you online and starting to bring all the good news towards the Pi Network.
Yes,
Thank you so
yes.
much.
Listen, if you need a lot more information or you want to be up to date, you can also join the Telegram group, which obviously you can find in the description, or you can join the my Twitter page or something. You can just follow me there, and you see how things are over there. Very interactive and all of that. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. All right. Have a good day. Have a good day, my friend.
Brother. Thank you.
All right, guys. Yeah, that was the will of God. Listen, it was good having a good conversation, and I love that. I love having people on, no doubt. Let me see what people are saying. I've been mining since early 2020. I was also UOT verified, and the second KYC application has been in review for months. What do you think the core team will sort out? When do you think the core team will sort out the KYC issue? This is a very good question, which will be answered in that video. Trust me, it will be answered in that video I'm going to do. If the price worth more than $1, many people will sell their Pi, so the price will dump. So how the core team will stop that? The core team can't stop it. They can't stop it. Whatever is going to happen is popularity that gains everything. So we'll see how it goes. Do you know what I mean? What if Pi Twitter handle reaches 40 million followers? Well, that would be great. You know, that would be great. Yeah, soon Pi will reach that. Okay, so I've seen all of that now. Let me go back to your comments again. Let me go back to your comments again. See if I've read this. All right, so Marcus Ross Sr. here asked a question. I've been trying to get my KYC for quite some time. How can I speed up the process? Now, this is a good question, but at the same time, you can't speed up the process when it comes to KYC. This one I intentionally brought it here because this wasn't something that the representatives of the core team were going to answer. So I thought, you know what, I can answer this myself anyway. You can't speed up the process when it comes to KYC at the moment. You can only hope that you're invited to get KYC. Remember, the process is by invitation. So if you're not invited, unfortunately, you can't be KYC. So let's see how that one goes. Let's see how it goes. All right. If the Pi core team server cannot host the 35 to 40 million engaged pioneers, then they should stop receiving new members and KYC the old pioneers, or should KYC take forever? So obviously, Boss Clark, I'm glad because I brought your question here. They can't stop receiving new members. Remember that has to continue, because remember, some people are also dropping out and we need the numbers to increase. So to do that, the new membership continues. The acceptance of new membership continues. But my advocation is for them to be able to KYC the senior pioneers. That's what I was thinking. Or not even that. KYC people that have had a certain number of mining sessions. So anybody that's mined more than 400 times, anybody that's had more than 400 mining sessions should be termed as a senior pioneer. Therefore, they should be automatically put into the KYC pool. You get what I'm saying, for invitation. So that's what I've been looking at, obviously advocating with the core team, which I got a good response from. So all of those will be discussed in the video that I'll be releasing on Thursday. My KYC has been in review, has been on review in progress. Check back again since like forever. When will it actually be reviewed and KYC'd? Now this is something, obviously, Stanley, that I've also looked at. This question I asked, and the answer I got from that was, you're in line, just like everybody else when it comes to review in progress, and millions of people are in line just like yourself, and they also have review in progress. So you're gonna have that for a little while. It could be tomorrow, it could be a month, nobody knows. But what I'm pushing for is Mass KYC. I got some response from that, which I want people to know on Thursday. It will be categorical. It will be clear. You get what I'm saying? Ejiro here is saying we just want a Mass KYC and transfer to Pi coin into our wallets before mainnet and let mainnet be by December, please. So here he's giving some sort of instruction. You know, he's actually commanding the core team to let mainnet, open network be by December. Yes, Ejiro, command them. Do you know what I mean? No, I'm joking. Listen, it's gonna be, but we'll see how the KYC process hold up, and then whatever happens, that will lead to that. And then finally, in the comments and questions section, Nate Hawthorne, one of my guys here, asked, is it possible to start a burn wallet? Now, is it possible to start a burn wallet or a burn mechanism? Not yet. This is something that I didn't want to bring in the video because the answer was short. So I was thinking, nah, I'm not going to bring in the video. I can just answer it here because the answer was very short. It says not yet. So they're telling me not yet when it comes to that. The burning wallet thing will happen during the open network. That's all I can say about that. So let me read your comments and then let's see how it goes, guys. Let me read your comments. Prada fears that almost everyone locked their Pi balance 50% for 1 or 3 years. This is the plan, bro, for control dump. No, when you look at it, it's probably, I think there's a lot more who have locked up 90% because of the fact that the trend I'm seeing is about 78% locked up and what's the name? 22% in circulation. So which means that on average, you're having a lot more people on 90% locked up and 100% than 50%. Hence, it's closer to closer to 90% than it is to 50% when you look at the average. So the law of average would tell you that where it's closer to is where it could possibly be. Do you know what I mean? So, that's not what it is. 50%, no, it's closer to the 90%. Do you know what I mean? And 100%. Mr. Ray, does Pi Network have the thought of having stablecoin associated with Pi Network? This was my suggestion that I obviously put across a few months ago. But from what I've seen, it could happen. Nobody knows, but it could happen in future. So for now, I'll just say it's just in the pipeline, but it's not going to be anytime soon. You get what I mean? I've locked up 100% for 3 years. Great. Moon is so close for Pi, man. Pi to the universe. I like that. I locked mine for 1 year. Hope no issues with that. It doesn't matter when you lock up for. It doesn't even matter if you didn't lock up at all. Do you know what I mean? So I'm going to show you the next video. The next video. So upcoming video, this is what it's going to be. Upcoming video is going to be this one. It's going to be this one. So this is the upcoming video, the Pi Consensus Paradox Volume 2. This is the upcoming video, which I'm going to release on Tuesday. The Pi Consensus Paradox Volume 2. This is going to be a very, very good video. Trust me. I know you guys loved the Volume 1. I didn't name it Volume 1. I didn't even know I was going to do a Pi Consensus Paradox until recently. I had an epiphany and I thought, man, I need to do that video. So it's gonna happen, and I've done the video already. So I'm gonna obviously edit it today and post it tomorrow evening, which means you'll be able to watch the premiere on Tuesday. Do you get what I mean? It's gonna be one hell of a video. I love it. I really love it. I love the combinations, everything. It was a great video. So listen, you're gonna love it. And actually, this show has been great. I've had 2 callers who have actually called in, and they've said their piece, and I loved everything they said. So it's been great. Don't forget, smash that like button, guys. You haven't really smashed the like button today, but it's all good. I love everything we do here. The channel is growing. Everything is great. Become a member if you want to be. Obviously, and yeah, it's all good. Well, If 90%, then it's excellent for the Pi infrastructure to build. Obviously, yes, it's closer to 90% than it is to, sorry, closer to 90 and 100% than it is to 50%. Because 78%, we're talking about a differential of 28% to 50%, and then 12 to the other percentage. So it's all good. It's all good. Let's see what my guy here has got to say, Sam Jeremy. Sam Jeremy, what's happening?
Hi, Ray.
Yes, Sam Jeremy, York Okine, what's happening?
I'm doing good. I just wanted, as usual, to commend you for the hard work.
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes,
Thank you so much. I can hear you.
yeah. Over
Thank you.
here, in Liberia, a lot of people, that I get to interact with who are mining Pi, they always get to talk about the fact that they haven't had their KYC, done, but I'm very, very elated about your advocacy. I'm very certain that a lot of people going to get KYC'd. It's all about patience, and people should just keep mining, not stop.
Listen, Sam Jeremy, you're right. I obviously have been advocating that people should stay on point and stay the course, but I'm not just saying it for the sake of getting people to stay on Pi. I actually say it because I do have privy information as to where the direction of Pi is, and it's only looking towards one direction, which is being successful. So obviously, I want people to follow that particular path and not to deviate from the path. And so
Yes, sir.
I understand when people get a bit itchy about it and get a little bit doubtful, but it happens to every human being. You get to a moment when you're in a state where you're like, oh, I don't know where this thing is going, and then you come back out of it into normalcy. So I understand, but at the same time, I would entreat each and every person to stay the course, because Pi is a project. It is not a quick money sort of thing. It's a project, and if you stay the
Absolutely.
course, if you stay the course, you are gonna reap the benefits down the line. So people should just be patient, and we always know that patience is a virtue, and it's only successful people that possess those traits of patience. So if you want to be successful, you need to have a stronger trait of patience. If you have that, you will be successful. But if you're not patient, unfortunately, you miss out on what you could be or what you could have been. You get what I'm saying? So
Absolutely.
those people should know. Those people should know. And you say you're calling from Liberia, right?
Liberia, yes, Liberia.
Oh, okay. So how's Pi in Liberia? How is it in Liberia, if you don't mind me asking?
Why Liberia? It's taken a while for a lot of people to adapt to Pi. I joined about a year ago, and I realized that at the time when I was joining, it was my I would say my brother in Ghana was the one that connected me, and because I had been kind of pre exposed to something like that, so I didn't question it. I just went, straight up, and I was like, okay, I'm going to go with this. But then from this side, a lot of people were like skeptical. Is that possible? A whole lot of questions. So it got to a point I was like, you know what? I'm going to get people eventually, but I need to be able to mine on my own. Once I'm able to, encourage a lot of people, once I'm able to do it myself and see how authentic it is, then I would, be in a better position to get more people on board. So every single day I kept mining, and I end up, being more regular, more consistent than my younger brother who got me on board. And up to now, he hasn't had his KYC yet, but I have had mine done.
Yeah. No, it's understandable. Even me, the person that invited me, I actually have gained more knowledge than him. He invited me a few days after he was invited. But
Wow.
obviously, once I gained knowledge, I started lecturing him about it, that such and such is how it is, and he should take it seriously. So I believe he's also taking it seriously. And that's what it is. You know, sometimes somebody may invite you, but eventually you end up usurping them. You know, so that is what has happened with so many people. And those of us that have stayed the course so far, we can see light at the end of the tunnel. You know, so
Absolutely.
personally, because I see the light at the end of the tunnel, it may be a little bit farther away, but I still see it. Do you know what I mean? And it's in vision. I can see it in my field of vision.
Absolutely.
So I am not in any single doubt as to the direction that Pi is going. So I would rather let people know that, listen, they shouldn't doubt it. Yes, they can have an element of doubt because if you don't have any element of doubt, you're not a human being. That's life. But let your optimism far surpass your pessimism. You get what I'm saying? And that can take people places. And that's all I tell people. You know, pessimism sometimes can be good. It's more very conservative to be pessimistic in things. But then again, you can't be always pessimistic in everything. You know, you have to give things a chance. And in this case, it's not even about giving Pi a chance. It's about what I can see. You know, and from what I can see, Pi is definitely going places. You know, at the moment, it hasn't yet reaped the rewards yet. But patience is definitely a virtue in this situation. Sam, I hope to see you a lot more on the channel. You're a very great caller. So I hope to see you a lot more. Yeah.
Thank you so much. And I don't know, but I would say that any day if you decide to come through the west coast of Africa, Liberia will be so privileged, honored to, host you. And
no doubt.
Definitely like to be.
No doubt. Obviously, like I do go to Ghana at times. So when I go to Ghana, Liberian, you said you lived in Ghana for a while, didn't you?
Yes. So 24 years.
Ah,
my dad was Ghanaian, my mom Liberian.
Right. So that's it. So you have Ghanaian. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So yeah, I definitely come to Ghana sometimes. So maybe next year I might go. So when I do go, anyway, I'll be here till next year. So while we're here, just keep reminding me about the Liberia thing. And you never know, I might pass through.
That'll be lovely.
Yeah, I might pass through.
That'll be lovely.
Yeah. All right. Have a good day. Have a good day, my guy. Take care.
Have a wonderful weekend. Thank you.
You too.
All right, sir.
Bye.
Thank you.
That was Sam Jeremy York Okine, of course. Nice having him. And yeah, let me see what people are writing or typing here. Rajan here say I'm running Pi node but getting rewarded really less. Don't worry, you reap your rewards very soon, Rajat. Gabriel here saying I have 10 times more Pi as my friend who invited me. Absolutely, that's the thing, isn't it? People invite you, but eventually you sort of surpass them because you were more serious in what the whole process is about. So if you haven't yet seen, I told you what video I'm going to release next week. On Tuesday. This is it, the Pi Consensus Paradox Volume 2. So this is, I believe, going to be a very great video. Immediately after this, I'm going to record everything about the KYC sort of conversation I had with the representatives of the core team, and I'll talk a lot about it. Finally, this is what happened in that poll that I posted on Twitter. So I asked the question, during the open network, which one of these giants would you rather accepted Pi as a form of payment for their goods and, in some cases, services? Amazon, Tesla, both or none? 893 votes, obviously the final results. 50% said Amazon, which won. Tesla went from less to more than both, which is 25%. I think after the transcript was released, and then both 24% and none 1%. So that was a very good poll. I'll probably put another poll there and see how that one goes. I've actually put out the poll on. I've put out the poll. Let me see how the poll is doing. So I asked, when do you prefer or expect open network to take place? I said any moment. End of 2022, first quarter of 2023, including Pi Day 2023, Pi 2 Day 2023, and then I don't mind when. So any moment has 11%. End of 2022 has 63%. I rest my case. So end of 2022 is what people expect or prefer. So yes, listen, this video has been great. I've just put that back there. This video has been great, and you know I love doing these things. I love doing it, and definitely please smash that like button while you're here. Don't hesitate. It just takes a second to smash the like button, and let's be one big happy family. I've loved doing this video. I really have, and I hope that you know, the subsequent videos that come out, you guys are going to share them, because it's very important that we have quality viewers, not quantity, but quality viewers, meaning and quality subscribers, people that come and stay. Do you know what I mean? The name is Ray, the channel is Rays United, and the word is peace, and I love you all.